Aries, this is your reflect on the mid-month of May. So let me draw 6 cards. I'm going to look at the bottom of the deck and we'll see what has come to pass for the first part of May. So Aries, we start off with the Lover's card here. And then we have the Four of Swords. And there's some sort of completion happening. Something came together for you for the first part. And then we have the Devil card right here. So something came together for you for the first part of May. And it has been somewhat of a healing journey for you, Aries, within your mental space, for you to come to some sort of conclusion of what kind of brought some sort of fulfillment that you were linked very strongly to. And there's still something that you are kind of struggling with, Aries, and you realize this. So So Aries, yes, for the first, then we have the Page of Swords. For the first part of May here, something came together that almost was kind of hard to understand for you. And once it started to make sense, it got more challenging. Because it's this dynamic where it gives you strength, but it also kind of makes you feel powerless in a sense. And you feel as if there is some sort of challenges going on where you're being kind of just watched, Aries, to see whether or not you can rise to the occasion of coming to grips with what it is that you feel connected, where it's going to bring you some sort of fulfillment. And then we have the Page of Wands. So during the first part of May here, there's a lot of, it's kind of, you know, new inspiring energy where it starts off very minute, but it continues to grow. And it increases in strength here. However, there's something that keeps bringing me back to the mental space here that needs to kind of rest so more information can be drawn to you. And this is something to reflect on. So this is what you were experiencing for the first part of May here. But you're on the verge of really coming to grips with really getting to a place of love, whether it be a move, a different way of kind of viewing things, looking at things, feeling more confident in being watched, and just having some new on-site of kind of just starting some sort of new adventure. So all of these have really come up for you here. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So you have the idea as if you come to grips with some sort of financial pickup where finances start coming in and increasing and taking off a bit. You'll be able to really make the moves you want here. So, like I said, this is a reading where you can reflect on, because it has been the first part of May that has come to pass, and I think the big emphasis here that you've experienced for the first part of the month is something that kind of is giving you power, but also at the same time taking it away, and trying to really get to this ability where you can calm your mind and make kind of sensible decisions moving forward with a clean slate and a new way of thinking about things in a more youthful manner, and not really paying attention what others has to say or how they view your process here. Because at the end of the day here, with the Lover's card, I mean, this is bringing into connection with trying to find some peace and some balance here within your life that is going to bring more joy and more love and more purpose. Okay? So, and it's going to create just a sense of feeling as if your efforts in life haven't been for nothing. Okay, so this is what you've experienced for the first part of May. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Temperance in reverse. So also, you know that there's this reworking of your inner chemical formula compound, which is going to kind of just help you to kind of be able to better blend and fuse your inner workings, your energy, in order to kind of meet the criteria needed for your own individual willpower to take you forward here in life, and really kind of taking initiative to make some changes here. Because with the Devil card, there's something that brings you power, but also keeps you kind of binded in some way. And right here, it's just kind of creating some sort of plan that's been in the works for you, that you want to get to a happier place and one that's more freeing. And this is like at all costs with the pages, with the, you know, the page energies here. This is kind of like, you know, with the swords, creating some sort of plan. Then we got the Four of Swords, and then the Page of Wands here is really kind of, you know, taking baby steps and actions towards it. But you're thinking, you know, how can this be possible if I don't have the resources here? So all this is taken into consideration. So you're trying to find your footing right now with the Temperance in reverse in order to kind of get going on this path that you're being nudged towards. Okay, Aries, so this is your mid-month of May to reflect on. Horoscope. So I hope you enjoyed it. As always, take care and love.